Hi there, so I'm just gonna, this is the Strat ST20 I got. It's on my little Laney amp here. What have we got the settings on? No reverb, so it's flat in the room, quite a bit of tone, fair amount of volume. It's on the 1 watt, bass, middle, treble all in the 12 o'clock position, gain on 1 and a bit. With no gain you get nothing. So this is the out of the box. What did I do? I used the truss rod to straighten it a bit because this is a 13 odd inch radius. So according to the Fender specs, you need about 0.01 thousandth or whatever. So on the 8th fret, I put the capo and did the business. I haven't dropped the strings. They're at, I think they're about 5/64. They could be at 4. So that's okay. Maybe 1 too much. What else did I do to it? I had to do the intonation, so it looks kind of weird to me on the one hand. You can see that. Oh, you can hear the noise coming from the amp, which you'll get on these single coils as you go near the amp. Normally orientation is the thing. The colour's beautiful. You can see it here. The feel is good. It's satin. I prefer gloss necks, but most people I know like satin. So let's give it the standard sort of position 1 tone on about. And so let's just check the tone. There's no tone here. You see it comes out. So with the tone up, you can begin to hear the noise, which is typical. But let's put the tone back to about 2 or so, and we've got the sort of bluesy. So that sort of Strat noise comes out. We put it on the last position, we get all the tone, because on a standard Stratocaster on the last position this does nothing. So this should be really bright. Yep. So we've got a nice, very bright sort of twang tone coming up there. I kind of like it on position 1 or 2, a little bit more, whatever. Let's just give it a bit of reverb, because the reverb on this Laney is quite nice. Quite a bit excessive reverb. So you hear that. And actually I've got the Laney Custom on if I want that. But let's just give it a couple of chords here. So it's been intonated. I mean, let's just check that. That's a pretty good tune. Of course it's new, so the string take a while, but so that's as spot on as I can get it, and it's fine for a little guitar. I mean, let's just play some basic chords like a G. That's a nice Strat noise. It's actually pretty damn quiet. I mean, I'm in this noisy environment. Let's put the tone up and make it really bad. I'm actually pretty stoked by that. Let's give it a bit of high gain, because some people like metal. Turn the volume down. Don't. It's a single channel amp, so don't high volume and high gain will piss the neighbours off. So let's have a little bit of gain, or quite a bit of gain on that. So let's just see what it sounds like on this position. Oh, a bit more volume that. Oh, if I turn it down. So it's not that loud on the rear pickup. Let's give it a bit more volume. And you can begin to hear the sort of noise from the amp now. Interesting gain. I apologise, I didn't have it on the rear. I must have moved the selector. So that's pretty nice. I don't know if I've got a pick around. So you got a nice sort of so yes, it's okay. I would keep this as it is, as it goes. My wife noticed that. Oh, let me turn it down. My wife noticed that at the back, the little smiley face. She noticed that the teeth are slightly bent. So I don't know if that's the bridges out or not. It looks okay here, but I can measure it. I'll measure it with a ruler later. But you know, in principle, this doesn't sound too bad. Put it on a position 2. Playing up here. So let's put it on a more clean, and let's clean it up a bit. I do like the higher position on the neck, and once the thing has been intonated, it sounds better, or it feels better. Oh yeah. Oh, that's out of tune. Okay. So a bit of bending has put it out of tune already, but it is new. So that's the first thing, is that the tuning heads are not the best. It is new, the strings are probably stretching, so a little bit of earlier bending has already put it out of tune, and I think if I got some new string heads and put some decent strings on it, it'd probably be okay. But my first impressions are, I mean, that's full up there. We're really not getting much noise at it. I'm under this fluorescent lights here, and ordinarily I get a lot of noise out of this amp. I mean, let's turn the gain up. Right, now you can hear it, yeah. But I mean, hell, I don't know if there's any shielding pin. I haven't taken it apart yet. There can't be on a guitar this cheap, but it seems to reject noise better than almost any other Strat I've ever had. Now, I said the plan is to put the Dave Gilmours on there, which I'll do and see what it's like. But yeah, that's what I do. So my first impressions, it took a little while to intonate it, nothing amazing. Had to tighten the truss rod a little bit because it's a very flat neck. The string height's about right. Out of the box, the neck feels really good actually. I love the color. Oh yeah, it's 1.88 inches thick at this point on the neck. So between the neck joint is 1.88 inches thick. I don't know what that translates to in metric. You can do the math, but that's fairly thick, I seem to think. So it's a quite thick body. This is why it's a bit heavier than the others. I really can't believe that Thomann and whoever makes it for them can manufacture such a great instrument for such a cheap amount of money. It isn't about saving money per se, it's about getting something good. And like I said, I haven't had to do anything to these frets. They're fine. This is quite unbelievable. I think John Robson, I think his name is, has been pushing Harley Benton for a while, and people give him hate over it. The only reason I can think why they do is because these will put the big manufacturers out of business. It's a really well developed guitar, really well designed guitar. Look, I'm right in front of the amp there. Let's put it on the rear pickup. A little bit more noise there. Okay, so position 2 should be quieter. Position 4 rather. Position 2 should be quieter. Yeah, because it's the cancelling. 1's a bit of hum. 2 is cancelling. 3 is in the middle one. 4. So there's no shielding on this, and under the fluorescent lights and that, it's pretty good. Let's see what happens if I put it through this thing. It's got the shimmer on this, yeah. Let's try the shimmer a little bit. Hang on. This is the country pedals there. Actually, that might be spring reverb. It is. This is the shimmer, I think, on the Black Country Customs. Oh yeah. I've got to get that right then. Let's try it up here. So G up here. So try it higher up the neck. See how the G stands, yeah? Oh yeah, of course we remembered it without a chin on. Okay, let's set the tail set down. As is always the case, one string went out. It was the A string, wasn't it? So let's just try this again, high up the neck. So this is quite a difficult place to play on a Strat if you haven't got it intonated. So let's play the G. Put it on the front one. Turn it down. Tell I'm a bassist because I always forget the string goes different there. I really prefer, under the feel of the hand, the gloss on the SX. If SX do make one of these types of guitars, they just didn't have any in stock. So I got the cheap Harley Benton. I'm not regretting it. It's a brilliant machine, in my opinion. I mean, delayed. Put it on a bit of phaser, yeah. I've plugged it in. Oh, I plugged my phaser in. There's no light. Oh no, wait a minute. The batteries come out the back of the phaser. Let me just turn that off. Plug that in its place. Uh-oh. Yeah. No, that's killed it. Okay. Oh, I'll sort this out later. But yeah. Let's have a look home. Slight rewiring as I move one of the power leads. I knocked the thing out, but let's just try it on the neck pickup with the phaser built in. So let's see if I can get it right. Probably I'll get it wrong. I'll stop it there. I really like this guitar. I could even leave it as it is, but I want to go through the Gilmore fingers, then I get the sort of the look and the hopefully the sound. Then I got to practice, as you can tell. But it's really not that expensive. This was £70 including VAT, thereabouts. £8 shipping. The Gilmore thing is about 250 quid. So for a lot less than a classic vibe in Britain, you get quite a decent guitar, I think. And the people that like playing fast will like the machined, sorry, the flat satin neck. It's reasonably thick, and I quite like thick necks, because as you get older, your grip, tip to young people, your grip gets less, so it's just much nicer. I'll leave it at that, and I'll do more as I work on the mod. But thanks for watching. It's been cool for me, at least.